I hope everybody took their seasickness pills. We do have stickers. I just went live on the mic.
I was just going to say, did you see him?
I didn't see him, I heard about him. But yes, it is Harry Haviland. I am on the mic here with you. We're back at the Edge Ice Arena. Quarterfinal action. Your Warriors taking on the Boulder Hockey Club. They play at a Superior, Colorado, just north of my house, actually. I could get there in 8 minutes, and I got to drive 45 minutes to get to practice, but that does not matter whatsoever. This one means a lot. If they lose tonight, we're done for the weekend. If they win tonight, we play at 7:45 tomorrow morning. So I don't really want to comment on my true feelings about that, but we are happy everybody is back joining us tonight. The camera is a little wobbly. Something happened with the tripod today. So those seasickness pills I was talking about, hopefully you've got them in, those Dramamine, you got those patches on, whatever it's going to take, combined with those margaritas and old fashions that you are sipping on in front of your big screens tonight. We're in for one here. This Boulder team won 2 games today. First 2 wins of the season, but they are firing on all cylinders, hoping that your Warriors can do the same. They had a great shutout win this morning after that shaky one last night and a big victory yesterday. We're going to see what happens. It is 7:27 p.m. Yes, a little bit late getting started on the broadcast, but that went because of the late tournament delays and everything else that happens. Littleton just beat the Sun Devils before us, so they were the 1 seed, we're the 2 seed. Littleton's got their spot in the semis tomorrow morning. The winner of this game gets into the other semi. And then we will fight it out tomorrow morning to see who plays in the finals at 11:45. So much time between now and then, though. 1, 2, 3, Warriors back to the bench. Looking beauty out there. Prokop and Kane both out. They're both heading to the bench, so you got me confused there. And Prokop is stepping onto the bench. DJ Kane getting the start for the Warriors tonight. He's got them fancy pads. With Kane skating back to the net, we know he is filling in for Jack Halot, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it here, but every one of these players has a Halot sticker on their helmet right now in support of Jack, who went through brain surgery on Monday, and was here last night on the broadcast with us. He is kicking it at home. Jack, we are thinking of you. Welcome to the broadcast. That one's won by the Warriors quickly. The Haviland, Foster, Popovic line out to start this game. Turned around by Boulder quickly at center ice. Chasing him back in. Egelseeder out there with Gruber. Haviland in his own zone. Backhands that one. It's stripped away by Boulder. Boulder with the pressure to start this game up against the boards. Out to the blue line. That one snuck across. It's going to trickle back in inside the blue line. That's an offside whistle. Only 25 seconds into this game. Quick line change here with Woolley and the rest of his line coming out. Ben Toto and Austin Medeo. They win that one forward. Boulder trying to flip that through. Broken up by Medeo. Woolley with the follow through. Top of the circle. Stripped away by Toto and hammered deep into the zone. Coming around the net is Deacon Woolley. He's pinched up against the boards. The puck is loose behind him. Medeo's trying to fish that one out. Woolley comes walking out in front. Good opportunity there, stolen back away by Toto. Toto skating this one into the corner, looking to the blue line where he finds Kalchevsky, who's out there with Cannonberg. Cannonberg picking that loose one up off the boards, shoots it in, it's blocked down by the defender. Boulder just turns and sends that one the length of the ice. Whistle down for icing with 13:54 left to go in the first period. Shooter not on the mic with me tonight. He is entertaining some family. His dad's in town. So you are stuck solo with Harry. We've got one of the Mimosa moms running the camera. She didn't want a microphone tonight, though. Thanks to Diane for stepping in. The OTT appreciates all the help we can get. Out to the blue line. Fired in by Moore. Working hard in front of the net is Lahr. Lahr back behind the net, stealing this one away. Reed Lahr centering pass back over to Weaver. You're fine. For the far side, McGowan tapping that one up against the Boulder bench. Boulder trying to clear, loses to Weber. Takes a shot, another blocked in front. All the way out. Missing the mark on that one, and Moore's gonna have to skate back into his own net to get it as DJ Kane taps up on it as it flings out in front of him. Fired out of the blue line, and Weber walking in with Lar. Lar in front, and couldn't quite stretch to reach that one. He controls it in the corner. Back over to Weber, who tried to spin on the backhand to get it towards the front of the net. Benevelski keeping this one in at the point for the Warriors. They're fighting, get a couple pucks towards the front of the net, and Boulder spins it back out to center ice. Taken away by Popovic, who's out there fresh legs. Noah Popovic, he's on his own, coming in. Takes a sharp angled shot, fires that one through the crease. Foster coming off the bench, working his way to the corner. Devin Foster with the shot, off the post, off the goalie, loose in front. Down behind the blue line and back out to the point. Gruber keeping it in. Haviland trying to get that one over to Popovic, finally does. Pop sends it off the boards as he chases in behind the net. Past Foster with Gruber stepping in from the blue line, holding in the puck to the front. Haviland with a weak backhand, and then Foster trying to shovel it in off his backhand. Devin Foster tied up with the man behind the net. Haviland pokes it away. It comes over to the Boulder player on the far side. Haviland stealing it back out to the blue line. Rip comes in, it's deflected into the corner with Foster giving chase, lifting the stick, and this line continues to put pressure on. We were talking about them after the game this morning, and I can't remember the term that was used, but Haviland now in front, and the forechecking abilities and just the menace they are to play against is showing it again tonight. Haviland taking it center, drop off for Eggle Cedar, gets that tapped away. They change up on the fly here. And another good pressure shift there by the Warriors. 11:35 left to go in the first period. Kept in, Toto fighting. Backhand there by Kannenberg. Sends it across to his deep partner in Kolcheski. Joey stepping across the line, dumping it in. Toto going after it. Joey stopping it back in and then slinging it around the boards. Controlled by Boulder. They give that puck up. Coming into the front. Toto trying to find Woolley. Or Medeo, one of the two in the corner there. It's a long ways to look and try and read these numbers when everybody looks the same. Medeo taking the hit. Around the far side. Boulder picking this one up, looking to build some speed behind their own net. They make the pass up. The outlet is good, but not quite cleared on the first attempt. They get it through the second one. Through Woolley, back to Toto, dumping that one in deep. Warriors continue to pressure as we wind our way down to the 10:42 mark of the first. Set the length of the ice, but waved off as Boulder picks it up. Centering pass, Boulder in front of the net. Look at that wraparound on the backhand. They don't quite get it, and then he's taken into the corner by Moore. Out through, there at center ice. He has McGowan racing in, Weber chasing as well. McGowan after his man, Boulder picks it up, tapped out by Weber, stick lifted by McGowan. Boulder falls over the blue line as Weebs tries to get it back in. Back out to Moore, up to McGowan. Weber going through his man at center ice, and then Lair comes out with the puck. Reed Lair at the blue line, can't dangle around the one player who strips him just inside the Boulder end. I didn't see what happened there, but Boulder's looking for the penalty. Big hit up against the boards. Weber, centering attempt, picked off, and then Lair gets a tip back into the corner. He chases, hits his man off the puck, and Weber going back to the far side. Out to the blue line, Moore coming in. He couldn't get a good angle on that one, so he dumps it into the corner where Devin Foster's coming in with fire under his blades. Foster with the wraparound, the backhand in front. Lair's still there digging. Oh, and then Foster gets a shot. That one's knocked down behind the net. It was high in the air. Sent down the ice, and ice seems to be waved off here with Benevelski allowing Moore to get back to pick this puck up. Good communication there by the D, but Moore loses it in the corner. Centering attempt, swiped by Benevelski. Foster has Popovic up in front of him. The pass just behind him, but Pop tips it in. Pop's going after it. Big hit there by Foster coming in, taking his player away from the puck, and now Haviland putting the pressure on behind the net. Tipped out across the blue line. Eggle Cedar back to collect. Eggle Cedar spins back around the opposite direction. Sends that one in. Now Popovic's got a chance. Noah Popovic coming in. Shoots it! Scores! Popovic finding the inside of the post, sending that one ring to ring and ding to ding. It is in, and I don't know what I just said there either, but the Warriors take a 1-0 lead. Good consistent pressure. What do you think about that, Shooter? Oh yeah, never mind. I'm on my own tonight. Sorry for that, folks. I know everybody has been talking about Shooter McGowan, who's right down below us here with his dad. Oh, and Jackalot is in the building, just stepped into the press box behind me here to watch his team. I was completely confused on that. I did not know he was here, so when he watches this again, he can pretend that he's seen it for the first time. Couldn't handle it all the way across. Boulder trying to come back into this game as they're trailing 1-0. Kane comes in and settles that puck down, hanging on with the pressure at him. 1-0 Warriors, 8-12 here on the OTT Sports Network. It's Saturday night hockey in Colorado. Ben Toto at the dot for your Warriors, deep in the defensive zone over the left shoulder of Kane. He wins that one back, but Boulder's got the speed to come in at it. Boulder in the corner, Toto and Cannonberg fighting out to the blue line. Boulder gets hammered down at the blue line by Woolley. Medeo putting some pressure into the corner around Cannonberg, firing that one hard. Pinched up against the boards, kept in here with Medeo fighting against two players with the horse on their jerseys. Stolen by Cannonberg out of the scrum. He's got some time now as he checks up, makes the pass out to Medeo, sees Weber, gets that hammered off his stick, still inside the blue line. Cannonberg trying to take the body after the play, back over to Kolcheski. Kolcheski to the point, tipped out by Weber and the Boulder players, so icing is waved off instantaneously with Weber in on the forecheck. Weeb centering pass over in front, McGowan with the shot and the save. Unbelievable work here by the Warriors as they continue to send this one in on the goalie. They're going to get an offensive zone draw for their rewards, and it's going to be McGowan out there at the dot with Weber and Lair on the sides. Benevelski and more on the blue line for your Warriors as that one's won back by Boulder. Boulder playing some pass behind their own net. They get that puck and then send it to the center. Taken away by Lair. Tip back. Benevelski has it. Sasha makes a shot into the target on the goalie's chest. And another save and another draw. Checking out, we've got everybody tuning in today. It's Saturday night. Everybody here, we got, not too many, a little under 16,000 viewers live on the camera with us right now. Blanchard's, I know you're watching. Shout out to Tim, who's texting with, and the entire family. Huge OTT supporters, and we were playing with them last year. Miss you guys this year, but I'm glad you're still taking the time to be with us on a Saturday night. That one's taken down by Boulder, trying to make a couple passes through center ice. They fire that one in. Benevelski's in his own end. Sending the length up there, and Lair's at center ice. Lair's got Haviland coming in off the bench. Lair, power move to the front, tries to take that shot through. It goes up high through the crease, doesn't touch any iron, and Haviland taps it back. Here's Boulder again, working across. Good job there by Egelseeder to make them force that pass up to Haviland, through to Popovic, stepping through center ice. Noah going after it is taken away by Boulder. He's circling in behind his own net, out to the blue line, clapped in, and another save by the goalie as Foster's looking for the loose rubber. Unable to find it, it's under the goalie's pad, and we got 6:06 left to go. Maybe we can switch up in the second period. You can call and I'll do the camera work. So many shout outs for the Mimosa Moms on the Friday morning. That was yesterday when we weren't unable to be here and we just about lost our jobs. Egelseeder working his way deep into the offensive zone. Oh no, that's not Egelseeder, sorry. Egelseeder is just catching that one. It was Gruber on the far side. Those two was 6 and 8. I should figure out Gruber's a lefty, or no, Gruber's a lefty. Egelseeder's got the right-handed stick. I gotta put that in my memory bank. As it's taken away, pushing his way out of the zone. Gruber, good work all the way up the boards again. Forcing in, Popovic putting the pressure on. They send that one back out. It's under the blade of Egelseeder. Back in his own end. Boulder with him. Pass up to Pops and turns and misses the catch on that one. He would never be good behind home plate at a Major League Baseball game. It's a good thing he's got skates strapped to the bottom of his feet as he comes back in to the defensive end for a draw. You want a mic? No, Di doesn't want a mic either. Grandpa will mic up. There we go. I'm going to wear out my voice tonight. Kolchevsky fighting in the corner. Toto's lines out there with him. The shot gets fired and deflected over the net. Boulder keeping this one in the blue line. A hammering hit by Cannonberg. But Boulder still keeps the puck. Then Toto puts a body and Cannonberg backhands it up against the boards. Held in at the blue line and a spinorama move by the Boulder defenseman as he shoots one in. And then it's tapped out. With some room to maneuver, Medeo's got a one-on-one opportunity. Austin coming in, shoots one, and he sends it wide of the net. That 4x6 target is hard to hit in such high-pressure situations, but I know that he can do it as he did this morning on the breakaway. Cannonberg settles it down. Spins away from his player, makes the pass over. Medeo to Toto, he's got Woolley up with him. Toto gets that knocked away, and then Woolley tries to keep it in. They wave offside, as they're going to say a Boulder player pegged up on that one. Cross ice, kick pass up, and a hit there as Weeb sees him cutting across the blue line with his head down. Weber hard into the corner. Luke still fighting, he's falling down, tries to stick that one out to Lair, who now gets it, and Weber takes a shot. Lair has it in behind the net. The goalie could not control that rebound, and it's spun back out to the point for more. Big Rig shooting that one in. Weber against the boards. That one's tied up in a couple of skates, and then flipped out to the blue line. Moore keeps it in again. Fires one wide. Benevelski back to Moore. Third time's the charm. Puck is loose in front, and Moore tucks it home! Reed Lair with the rebound goal in front of the net, where I love to see the dirty work getting done. He gets rewarded for his attempts, and it's a 2-0 hockey game. And yes, again, I'm apologizing. We're seeing it here on the text line. The camera's wobbly. That is not the mimosas talking. It is just the tripod that I am working so hard to get a new one for. At center, Haviland turning off. Foster now pushing his man up against the far side. Gruber comes in, makes the hit. Boulder to the front of the net, takes a shot, sending another one wide. Off the boards, bounces out to the blue line. They control into the corner. Back out to the point. Haviland couldn't get to it. The Warriors trying to sneak this one across the blue line. Boulder doing a good job of keeping it in. Goes around and Popovic's chasing it down. It's a one-on-one foot race to the corner, and the defenseman beats Pops to it. Boulder has a man in behind the play. Now Gruber's working to get back. Egelseeder comes back and puts him on the ice for that. They pick up the loose puck, sending it through the crease. Backhand there. That's Connor Burke on the Boulder team. I know him. Lives only a couple of doors down. Egelseeder stepping across the blue line and then peeling off for a well-deserved change after. Oh, that was Gruber. Again, here we go. Egelseeder and Gruber. Oh, I'm missing it. And Pops in front with the backhand. From his knees. Gets, yes, he does. Here, take my mic. I'm paying attention behind the play as action was going on in front of me. 2:17 left to go. First period on the OTT Sports Network. We got a 2-0 lead for the Warriors. Toto trying to win that one over to Woolley. Toto gets it back. Another loose puck in front. Woolley turns, shoots. Oh no, Medeo turns and shoots. Off the side of the net. Kolchevsky keeping that in. He bangs that one off of Woolley, and then it sneaks past Cannonberg. Racing back is Joey Kolchevsky. Kolchevsky makes his way to that puck, up off the boards, into the skates of Medeo. And now him and Kolchevsky continue to fight. Off the ref's knee, Boulder gets a lucky bounce there. Cannonberg kicks that one up and then sends it a little ahead of Woolley, who didn't have his feet moving in time. He gets them moving now as he pressures them to put the puck off the boards behind the net. Madeo battling hard in the corner. Back over Austin Madeo trying to get this one out as Woolley and the Boulder player are falling on top of the puck in the corner. Coming out, Woolley looking to take this one away. Back to Madeo, fighting with the player and back over to Woolley, trying to stick handle his way out of a situation. Doesn't quite do it, and it's over to Madeo's stick again. Good work again, Warriors hard here, and Madeo off the backhand gets a shot in. The Boulder goaltender covers up. Excellent work here by your Arapahoe Warriors, unable to put another one in after that fury of play in front of the net. They still cling to this 2-0 lead. McGowan looking like he wants to win this one. Does it, gets it over to Lair in the corner. Lair has to fight off a big body, and then Weber comes over to battle against him before they get out of the zone. McGowan keeps it into the blue line, firing that one deep into the far side corner. Boulder making the play across their blue line through center. Coming back, Lair now on the back check with a good stick swing there. Lair taking his man outside the zone. The puck stays in, and him and McGowan are continuing to fight. McGowan comes out with a puck. G Money McGowan coming across the red line, sending that one in deep, and Benevelski's on his horse. Trots into the corner. The puck comes back out to Weber, who takes his spot at the point. Loose puck in front underneath the goalie. Lair could not find it. Shots on net now pushing 42-2 as your Warriors continue to pressure. Foster, Haviland, and Pops stepping out. I got Egelseeder and Gruber on the blue line. Foster over to the corner for Pops. It's stripped away, back out to the point. Gruber keeping it in the blue line. He's wheeling his way into the corner. Foster behind the net, trying to tap that to Popovic. It goes under his stick. And a breakout looking for it. Now Foster's in front. Foster with the shot. He had Popovic in the crease. But people at home, you do not understand the speed of this game. These kids are flying around at like 26 miles an hour, and it happens so fast. It's a lot easier to call from up here in the press box. Another one in. Popovic with the pressure. Boulder just sending that one. They wave off icing. It comes in on Kane with the risky backhand into the corner for Egelseeder. Back over to Gruber. Trying to tap it up the boards. Foster in to collect. 1 second left to go. Buzzer's going to sound. Little bit of push after the whistle. Popovic comes over to let him know he's not too impressed with that. And Popovic and the other player are both going to get penalties. Coincidentals at the end as Popovic came over just to say, hey, you don't shove my boy after the whistle. Now the ref explains to the both of them, I have all the power. Do you see this whistle? Your jersey means nothing compared to these stripes that I have donned for this evening's event. Reffing's not an easy gig. I gotta give credit to the refs. They are all working hard out there, and I don't think I could do it. I would have kicked out every one of these fans up in the stands just for yelling at me in that situation. We're going to change the period up here. It will be the second, and the second period is being brought to you by Bin There Dump That, your residential bin service. They are spread out all across North America. The one in Edmonton is true to my heart, and they do the best job up there. It's also in Colorado. If you need any of those residential bin needs, Bin There Dump That, up on the screen for your second period action. That'll be the next one. Send me the logo. Stewart's in the stands here, bantering back and forth with Sean. I think he's been to more games of ours than the rest of the parents combined. Did some great work with me in the past, and on the camera with Brian Bodine last season. 2-0 into the second, and it's going to be Foster, Haviland, and Popovic starting this. The no penalties on the board. The ref just wanted to have a little chat with those boys, and that banging is signaling the puck drop at center ice. Haviland stealing this one out of the draw. He's got some room down the right wing. Haviland comes in. It could have been close on the offside. He held on a little bit longer with Foster racing in. Gets a shot off, and the goalie contends it properly into his glove. That one gets in. Oh, thank you, sir. The bar service here is amazing tonight with Stan Halott in the building. Coming around, Haviland. Backhand tip, that one's given away. It's loose in front. Trying to get to it and spinning around is Gruber over to Popovic on the far side. A couple of sticks swinging together. In front, Popovic, Haviland can't get it. Kane's seen enough of that, and he covers up as they're going to ask for a line change. 34 seconds into this second period, the OTT Sports Network and Harry Haviland hanging out with you on a Saturday night in Littleton. Ben Toto winning that one over to the corner. Cannonberg flipping it high off the back end. Woolley on the move, and he tries to get in there. He's held up into the corner. Woolley still with that puck, sending it behind the net. Boulder picking it up, and then Medeo hassling him until Medeo comes into the corner, taking that puck away. Great work there as Austin continues to be on the offense. Toto with the drop pass over. Kolcheski fizz right back into Toto. Out to Cannonberg. He's got to look at the slot. He sends that one off the toe of his stick, but it's picked up behind the net by Medeo. Back out to the blue line again, using the point. Kolcheski in. A couple of tips just missed, and it goes off the backboards for Boulder. Cannonberg doing a good job, trying to swallow there. Toto behind the net. Back over Woolley. Medeo looking for the body. Boulder at center ice. Coming across. Block shot there, and that one's going to be felt as Cannonberg drops to his knees. Gets right back up. He's a little sore trying to work his way out of that one. Toto has it. Toto up to Woolley at center. Woolley's doing some dangling across the red line. He's going to work his way in 1-on-4. Deacon Woolley with a shot that's paddled away by the Boulder goalie. Back out coming through, 3-on-2. Hustling back is McGowan and Weber on the back check. Firing one hard and over the glove of Kane. Reed Lair at center. Reed coming through, back off his skates. And a shot in. Lair not quite able to convert, but great effort there as Utah works his way in across a blue line, does a little spin jig move, and gets the shot off. He's sticking out there with Weber and McGowan. You've got Moore and Benevelski on the blue line. Owen Moore shovels that one in. It's blocked, but he gets back to center ice to pick it up off the boards to Lair. Some shoving there by McGowan over to the far side. Benevelski coming in, and Lair's just ahead of him on the play. It's whistled down for an offside with 12:31 left to go in the second. Checking in on the text line. Yes, Ed, we know that you are there. I hope Arkansas is beautiful for you this time of year. I've honestly never been. It's a place I've always wanted to live. Moore up to McGowan, tipping it across the blue line. Lair can't see it, and Boulder coming across. Making the play across the blue line. Weber trying to lift the stick. That one comes off the backboards and off the back of the net. Picked back up by McGowan. He touches up, and it looks like we're going to have a penalty for a cross check here going against the Warriors. Boulder seeing themselves with a 5-on-4 advantage for the next minute and a half. PK1 comes out. It's Toto and Woolley with Eggleseder and Gruber. Ref gets it all sorted out over there at the scorekeeper's bench, and the puck's dropped in the defensive zone for the Warriors. Shot coming in, deflected, doesn't get all the way through. Back out to the blue line. That's Toto. Eggleseder throwing his weight around, coming out across the blue line, and the ref whistles that one down. It was so close. It's a game of inches. which I haven't been winning for a lot of my life.
That was my son, so
Oh.
I was hoping I was going to win.
Boulder back to the blue line, flipping that one in. Glove down by Gruber. He puts on his backhand, trying to send it in. It's picked off there by Boulder. They're looking for one in front. Woolley getting his stick tangled up with the guy sitting in the slot. Woolley can't get that one out. Boulder still has it. Back over to Woolley, sending it. And a great catch by the Boulder penalty box attendee, protecting his camera and catching the puck. Looking for the highlight reel on SportsCenter tonight.
Caught that out of midair. Penalty box? No, I didn't.
That one's controlled by Boulder. Clapper comes in. Woolley with the block shot. Boulder looking for the drop pass. Gets that. Woolley pushing him into the corner. Eagle-Cedar with him. Stuck down in front by Toto. Boulder setting up here with 37 seconds left to go with their man advantage, and it's stolen away. Taken out through. Cannonberg working his way up. Coming through a player, through another player. Gets a shot into the corner. Toto with a drop to Medeo. Banavelski in deep. Popovic. I got lots of people coming to me. It's a great night. Thank you. Kolchevsky in there. Popovic with the big block. The boys throwing down the bodies to prevent the shots getting towards the front of the net. Kolchevsky now in the corner, stepping around. Sends that one up. Out to Popovic. As Foster comes out as the penalty has expired, and Devin Foster taking this one wide down the left. Foster gets spun down and hauled down, and there's no penalty on that one. Foster crunching his man up behind the boards. Moore hitting. Foster now chasing it down into the corner. Boulder around the far side. Haviland goes after his man into the corner. Popovic keeping it in on the backhand. Devin Foster skating his way in with under 10 minutes to go in this second frame. Foster dekes his man out. He's got control in the corner. Looking for somebody to pass it to in front. Popovic heads towards the front of the net as Foster gets that one snaked off of his stick. Boulder now behind the net. Around and just send that one the length of the ice. And I believe a hand up on a zebra means an icing. Doesn't mean a tiger's chasing us and we got to head to high ground.
Hand up on a zebra, you got some respect.
McGowan out there with Laren Weaver. Weaver has it in the corner, back out to the blue line. Under Benevelski's stick, and now Moore's chasing after a player into the side. Moore doing a good job getting back on that one. The big rig can wheel when he needs to. And Weaver going after it. They body up against each other. Weaver in front of McGowan. Couldn't find a handle on the loose puck. Stepping in from the blue line. Benevelski back into the corner. McGowan out to the point. Nobody home on that play. And now Arapahoe's forced back into their own end with Eagle-Cedar circling around the net. Stops, goes the other way. Looking for the tip, but nobody touched that one, and it's going to go the length of the ice as it crosses the red line with 8:55 left to go. They whistle it down for icing. 2-0 lead here for the Warriors in this second period, and we are having a blast. It's been a fun Saturday. I got home, I went for a run, I painted the fence, I mowed the lawn, I knitted a sweater, and I came right back to the rink. Hopefully you got your chores done wherever you might be, or if you're coming home from the club in the Roppongi district of Tokyo, as we have the big supporters there. Welcome to the show, Reed Lair. Utah, get me too, as he fires one in, and it goes off the side. McGowan around the back. Lair stepping in front of his man. The puck sneaks out to Boulder, up over the boards. Gruber pinching in deep. Weaver taking the body. And McGowan continuing to pressure. Taking that puck away. Good job there by Graham. Eagle-Cedar shoots one in. The goaltender saw that all the way. Willie's in front of the net. And no loose change in front for him to collect. He's going to have to wait to do his laundry for another day, but he's going to stay out for this next face-off in the O-zone. Joined out there by Toto and Madeo, Kannenberg and Kolcheski on the blue line. Toto with a strong stick move in the slot. Then he turns and loses that one, but it's spun back out to center for Kannenberg. Hank off the boards and sends that one down. It's going to be another icing call. Yes, there is some dead air here. I am battling without Shooter McGowan tonight. His insight will be missed for the evening, but if we can pull off a victory tonight, he'll be back with me tomorrow morning at 7:45 a.m. A lot of hockey left to play here at the Edge tonight, though, and Madeo's taking his man out right down below the press box at center ice. Picked up by Woolley. Woolley coming across, he's in the slot, deking around, and deking around. I've never even thought of that before. I'm gonna have to work that into the commentary somewhere down the line. Woolley taking it away again, backhands it across. He had Madeo scooting up the right side. My right, not your right. Left side if you were coming up the way of Madeo, who is now up the left. Woolley going hard towards the front of the net. Madeo with the shot. That goaltender's glove has been hot tonight as he faces his 72nd shot here in the first half of this game.
You guys are not there with technology. I think Littleton had multiple 4 or 5 screens with a remote control. I don't know.
I talked to those guys. It's insane. I was playing actually with the remote. It's like a PlayStation remote, just back and forth. Yeah. And then you got the computer. They can drop different screens. I am not there. She won't let me spend the money. Here's a 2-on-1, and a shot comes in. And the 2-on-1 converts for Boulder. DJ's shaking that one off, but it's now a 2-1 hockey game. Boulder coming in and putting it in behind them. The 3-goalie system continuing to work here. We got Kane in net for those of you just joining us. Simon's been worked hard. He's getting the night off tonight. And those Halot stickers on the team's helmets mean that they are respecting Jack, who is fresh out of brain surgery, but here with us tonight. Boulder can't control it. It's in front of the Arapahoe bench. Trying to pick that off. Haviland gets it. Haviland tips it ahead. Working the way in back, and Foster with the shot. Oh, yes! Teamwork at its best. All 3 forwards touch that puck, and then it gets put in the top corner. Devin Foster gaining back that 2-goal lead for your Warriors. Graham McGowan stepping out with Weber and Lair. Moore and Kannenberg on the blue line. Kannenberg with the big twig that breaks up the play, and Boulder's taking it into the corner. Spins off of Moore, and now McGowan's there helping him out. They send one through the blue paint in front of Kane. They come a little bit offside on that one. No argument with the referee, and it's coming outside for a face-off. 6:22 to go, and we've got some pretzel bites coming in. Yes, maybe we can move that score to the top. I'll do that next game as it's coming in here. There's nothing that you'd be missing on the top. I will move the scoreboard up there. Maybe we can even try that in the second intermission here, which will be ticked down after 6 minutes and 16 seconds of play in the second. Back out McGowan turning. Stepping up against Kolcheski. He's trying to keep this one out of the zone. He does a good job at the blue line, forcing another offside by Boulder. There we go, seeing Massachusetts tuning in. Our two biggest fans are in bed at this point, but finally Mom and Dad get to watch some quality hockey for the evening. McGowan drop pass over, Allaire coming in hot. Utah rips a shot, and as I've said in the past, it's another great glove save by the goaltender. That mitt is hot. Toto trying to win that back. Egelseeder can't keep it in at the blue line. Kolcheski with a good job to tap that one back over and sent in deep by Egelseeder. Toto gives chase. Ben Toto behind the net trying to knock his guy off the puck. He puts it off the far boards and continues along with the momentum. Held up by Kannenberg and then stripped away. Sorry, centering pass to Woolley. That's not Kannenberg, that's Kolcheski, and then Medeo takes it away from him. Egelseeder going at him. Big hit by Woolley as he comes and knocks his man down. The puck's underneath him. Woolley comes out of the corner with it. Woolley turning, shooting, and right on that target drawn on the goalie's chest, he sends it in for a whistle. 5:04 left to go here. It is 8:08 p.m. where I am. Do you know where you are? What time is it? Are you in Tokyo? Are you in Auckland? Are you in Saudi Arabia? Or you're just kicking it on the couch in Highlands Ranch? Wherever you are, we appreciate you tuning into the OTT Sports Network on this Saturday night. Haviland working his man into the corner. Tip in front by Popovic, trying to knock that down. Pops has it back. Loose puck in front, taken away by Boulder. They control. And then Foster gets it back. Devin Foster deep into the corner. He's got Pops in front. Haviland's right there with him. Pops still has it, centering pass. Haviland has it. Sends one just outside the post. They dump this one all the way down the ice. The hand's not going to go up, and they're going to send it not the length. Good work there as it is turned around and fired the other way, and another icing waved off. Popovic flipping it back behind the net. Over for Haviland, going into it. Foster in there with them. They're grinding in the corner. Coming out, Foster. Shot off the goalie's pad. Kicked right back into the same corner. Kannenberg trying to keep this blue line in. He's forced to retreat on his back pedal, but he doesn't let him get past the red line. Sends it back in. Haviland trying to find his way across the blue line. Doesn't get there in time. He skates off to the bench as they make changes, and it's 4:02 left to go here in a second.
Win those battles, Boulder!
McGowan fighting off to that face-off. They get it past Weber as Boulder skates it into the offensive zone. Moore can't get to it. They center the pass. It's loose. Tap back into the corner. Picked up by Boulder. Nice pass through the slot. They shoot one off the side of the net. Moore hard off the boards. Back into the corner for Weber. Weber gets taken out into the boards, Egelseeder, and then Weber back out to the blue line, kept in, tipped out. McGowan has Lair up in front of him. McGowan gets across the red line, sends it in deep, and Reed Lair goes in after it. Coming to the corner is Weber, back over to McGowan. McGowan in the battle, Lair in there with them. Holding this one up, it's kicked out to Boulder. They make that outlet pass up to the point, and then it's taken away by Moore. And good job by Moore against Connor Burke there at the blue line, but the Boulder team was offside, and we get another whistle. I think Woolley is twins with that guy he was lined up with there on the wing. Couple of 6'2", 300-pound players at the lined up at the draw. Woolley trying to use his speed, but it goes past him. Back over to Kolcheski, sending this one across the blue line. Boulder controlling in the neutral zone. Getting the pressure from Toto, they send it up. Woolley takes that away. Him and Toto get tied up, but Woolley sending it ahead. Medeo couldn't get to the pass before it was intercepted. And that's sent out by Burke. Here comes Boulder 2-on-2, tapped out of the blue line. Medeo with the backhand shovel, getting it clear to center ice. Controlled back out by Boulder. Off the boards, back to Woolley, but there's gonna be a penalty on the play for a trip, is what he's gonna call it. With the severe motion across the legs, the Zebra goes over to send this in.
Let's go, Boulder! Let's go!
2:21 left in the second period. It's a 3-1 lead for your Warriors. They got 1:30 to kill off of this penalty. It's Haviland and Popovic, with Haviland taking the draw on his defensive end. That one's won by Boulder. They work their way into the corner, trying to get it back out to the blue line. Haviland taking his man up against the boards. They're tying this one. Boulder sneaks out of it with the puck. They send it across the blue line, back over, and trying to get it out is Egelseeder. To Popovic and out, and I think we got ourselves another offside call. Haviland back at the dot as Boulder makes a quick change. That one's won by Haviland over to Egelseeder, who keeps it out of the zone, but not all the way. Sorry?
You say that like you're surprised.
I am kind of surprised when Haviland wins a draw. But now Gruber going after his man up on the boards, trying to prevent the power play from getting set up here in behind the net. Egelseeder sends one hard. Popovic caught that up in his skates. They do wait that up. No, another close one there, and they wave it off. Back over to Gruber. Hard off the boards and off the Boulder player at the blue line. Popovic doing a good job chasing this one down. He tries to stick the leg out, but the puck goes around him. Back to Haviland, who fires it in deep. Penalty kill working well here for the Warriors. They've got 26 seconds left to go with this man disadvantage. Fires that one in. It goes wide of Kane. Egelseeder in. Fighting. Boulder gets the puck, takes a shot. They put that one off the side of the net on the outside. Stepping in, Popovic. Egelseeder. This line's still out there. They haven't had a chance to change up, but they're going to get a fresh set of legs coming out. Looking to send that one deep to Foster. It comes out to the point. DJ makes a save. He paddles that one up into the corner with 41.4 left to go. And your Warriors still clinging to this 2-goal lead as we work our way into the final seconds of the second. Boulder fans beside us just throwing beer cans everywhere. I love late night games. Kannenberg out the far side. Here comes Woolley working his way in the right wing. He's taken down, and Woolley draws that penalty. Or no, sorry, that's Weber. Weber, Woolley, Haviland, get your crap together here. Harry, what are you doing? Weber doing the work, getting into the zone, and now the Warriors are going to see a power play opportunity with 29.2 seconds left to go. This one will trickle into the third unless they can get the goal. Foster out there now with Allaire and Weber. I was a little bit confused on the last one as they're still shuffling lines, getting back off that penalty kill. Foster back to the point. Kannenberg has it, takes his time. Making a pass over to the corner. Working in, and the shot is loose in front. Oh! Benebelski can't pinch in. Kannenberg's back in his end. Sends it, but it was luckily just across the blue line. And the Boulder squad walks their way in offside. Foster at center, wins that one cleanly over to Lair. Couldn't quite handle the pass, and that one comes in on Kane. He's going to pass that over to Kannenberg as time's winding down. Kannenberg trying to make his way out of his own end. Not going to be enough seconds to make anything happen. And we're going to wind our way into the intermission. Third period coming at you. And this game again brought to you there by Bin There Dump That. For all your residential bin needs, call Bin There Dump That. We are in Colorado. We are in everywhere. And Edmonton especially, for all you people tuning in up north, call Bin There Dump That and everything will be taken care of. 3-1 lead going into the final frame. Shooter, what do you think? Oh, damn it, Shooter's not here still. My voice is getting raw, but I'm going to hang with you guys as you are hanging with us. It's late night at the Edge, 8:17, and that means if we win this one, we are going to be back here on the ice in 11 and a half hours. We got our motorhomes all parked in the parking lot in hopes of the victory, but there's still a lot of hockey left to play. One, 2, 3 Boulder. Now we're going to hear the 1, 2, 3 Warriors, and they all skate back out to center ice for this opening draw. It's a tight game here. Both teams wanting to play tomorrow morning. Foster, Haviland, Popovic, Benevelski, and Cannonberg out there with the sticks banging on the boards. Backhand shovel there by Haviland, and WB gets taken away by Boulder. And they send that one the length. Benevelski behind his own net. Sasha decides to take this up the right wing. He's got some room to move. We know he can wind up. He passes that one, doesn't get it all the way through to Foster. He's got another opportunity, sends it back over to Cannonberg. Up the wing to Popovic, and it's just out of his reach, which means we're going to have an icing call as it crosses the goal line. The pressure has definitely been coming from the Warriors. They've had a lot more offensive opportunities than this Boulder team, but their goalie has kept them in it, and they're trying to gain on this as Kane swipes his mitt up and makes the save. Why is the Arapahoe rec used for the broadcast? I don't know the difference, Tim. Send me the right one, I'll make the change. Truth be told, it's the same logo I've ever had up there. And I don't know if I know how to change it. We're all Warriors. We are all here. Doesn't matter what logo is up, doesn't matter what logo's on your sweater. We all represent Arapahoe, skating out of South Suburban Sports Complex. Ben Toto going in hard. Woolley steals it away. Woolley has this one. Taking it over to the far side. They still got some time here. 9 seconds with the man advantage. Woolley hanging on. Ripping the shot. And just, I don't know if it was tipped or not, but it goes up over the net into the glass. Toto trying to keep this one in as the player loses his stick. Ben Toto still has it against the boards. Tipped away there as Gruber works his way. Eagle Cedar works his way into the corner. No, that's Gruber. God damn it, I gotta figure that out. Can I change their numbers, you think? Halfway through the season, I can give one like a 94 and one a 2. That'll make it easier for me. 6 and 8 is way too close on my abacus, and I can't figure this out. Yes, the OTT text line is hot. Send me any comments, questions, any shoutouts that you want. We'll get you live on the air for all 15,000 people that are tuning in across the globe on this Saturday night at Edge. I'm Harry Haviland, sticking with you. Over past Moore. Moore tipping that one outside the blue line. It's brought back in by the Warriors zone. A shot gets hammered hard past Kane and into the corner. McGowan, Weber, Lair out there. Weber on the forecheck into the corner. Reeves with a good job trying to pass this one out in front for McGowan. Comes in for more, and the tip by Weber. Oh, how did they miss that? Lair in behind the net. Reed skating with this, has some time across, trying to thread the needle. It's tipped by the Boulder player, and it comes outside the zone for Moore. Moore sends it in. They're waving off icing on that one. Lair gets taken hard into the boards. He's slow to get up. He's holding his head. There was no play on the puck on that one. If it was up to me, I'd call interference, but again, I'm unsure of what's going on. He goes back to the bench, takes his helmet off, and the training staff's going to look after him. Foster trying to win this one. He loses the face-off battle to Boulder, but he's not giving up on the entire task as he's in the corner with it. Back out to the point. Benevelski shoots one in. Goalie got a toe on it, and Foster picks it up after it hammers off the back glass. Sent across by Boulder. Popovic putting the pressure on. Back out to Moore, who just sends it in deep. Warriors chasing this one down. Devin Foster takes a swipe at it. It's on the far side. Now Haviland's trying to take the big player off this puck. Haviland, great work there as he controls it back out, and a shot in front. Pops gets another one to the blue line. Moore turns, shoots. Sucked down by Popovic, and Haviland goes into the corner after it. Foster back over to Boulder. Off the boards, kept in by Benevelski. He works his way into the corner, not allowing himself to get taken down, but the puck does get stripped off of his blade. And here comes Boulder across the blue line. Shot in off the backboards. Another couple swipes at it, knocking it off the side of the net out to the blue line. Boulder shooting that one in, taken down by Popovic before it gets too far, and then off the boards and out by Foster. Oh, the goalie tags up on that, so icing is waved off. The Warriors are allotted their change, and Boulder coming out of their own end. Toto taking the man. Woolley after the puck. Boulder sending that one in behind the net. Kolchevsky hard around, sending it down, picked in by Boulder. They're going to tag up on that one, so icing is waved off one more time. Woolley can't find the puck. Boulder skates it in behind their own net, making the pass out to center. A clean escape pass across the blue line, 3-on-2 situation developing, and then broken up by Kolchevsky. Kannenberg with his man. They both go down in behind the net. Kolchevsky trying to kick this one out. Toto with them, and a whistle as the Boulder player is still down behind. He gets up, he's looking tough, and no penalty on the call. They're just making sure he was okay, but they have to send him off the ice. If you go down, they blow the whistle. You have to make the change. Yeah, please. Toto fighting for it at the dot just outside of his own zone. Boulder cleans up with that one, then it's poked out. Kannenberg walking in. Hank with the shot. He's looking for that top corner as he always does. It's just blockered down by the goaltender. Out to Woolley. Looking for Medeo, and the Boulder player gets in front of Austin, and it's taken back away by Toto. He's coming through center ice, making the self-pass off the boards in front of the benches. Toto comes through, he gets knocked down, but still manages to get a shot off. That bounces off the back boards. To the blue line, Gruber over to Eggleseder. Eggsy flipping that one in. Another piece of shrapnel on the ice that I'm focused on right now. If you were listening this morning, they finally, I just kicked the camera. If you're listening this morning, they finally picked one up after I talked about it for all of a second and a half. Eggleseder looking to line his man up. He knocks him off the puck, and McGowan flipping it back out to center for Weber. Across the red line, Weebs can't get to it, and Boulder's sneaking in across the blue line. Gerber off the boards. Trying to find Weber at center ice. Weebs tips it up ahead, and he chases after it. Luke going into the corner, and then they take that through the slot. McGowan trying to get a stick on it. Now he's got his stick on the man in the corner, trying to break this play up. They turn back in. McGowan's going after him. Back out to the blue line. Eggleseder keeping it in. And McGowan sending it into the corner. He's tired after a long shift. They send it in and they make a line change on the Arapahoe side. Gruber trying to kick it. Good job by Gruber at the blue line, keeping that one in. Haviland taking his man into the corner, trying to strip the puck off of him, tipping it out to the blue line, kept in by Gruber. He's working his way deep into the offensive zone as it's sent around the far side. Egelseeder to it. Popovic trying to get there. Couldn't keep it in, but does a good job of not allowing the Boulder player to break out with 8:22 left to go here in the third. Winding up, the pass again behind Popovic. Backhands it in, Madeo going after it into the corner. Austin Madeo taking his man hard into the boards. The puck sneaks out into the corner. Boulder looking to get this one out. His glove down by Popovic as he gets hung up and tripped down. Foster in front of the net trying to find Madeo. Madeo can't get it and it's sent down. That one's going to be icing, but no. This late night game has the ice in horrible shape. And the puck settles down before it gets there. Popovic's turning and smashing that one in. I thought he was looking for a change, but no, now he goes in on the offense. On the forecheck, he's out there with Toto, who backhands that one to center. Madeo taking his man up against his own bench. Hard off the boards and down. They will call that one an icing. The Warriors settle it down here with 3-1 lead in the third period. 7:22 left to go. Harry Haviland of the OTT Sports Network sticking with ya. Toto, Haviland, and Woolley out there now. As that gets to Kolchevsky, he gets it through, and Kolchevsky trying to push this one up the boards. Haviland on the forecheck, Woolley with them. Off the pads of both players, back over to the stick of Deacon Woolley as he resets inside his own zone. Woolley with his head up like he always does, works his way in. Backhand pass, oh, and just about in. Haviland gets a tip on that one, sending that wide. Out to the point, Kolchevsky makes a pass across to Cannonberg. The tip in front by Haviland gets saved by the goaltender. This Boulder goalie has been playing out of his jersey here today, making some amazing saves. Kolchevsky has to turn for it, tipping it up. Boulder picks that one up. They cannot go in. They're waiting to get onside, and it goes across the blue line finally as their player was tangled up there with Cannonberg in the Warriors zone. At center ice now, you got McGowan with Weber and Madeo. A little bit of line juggling here as Lair hasn't had another shift since he took that hard hit. Hoping he's okay there. The medical staff looking after him like I mentioned. McGowan has an opportunity to get in on that. Oh, Weber coming in hard. Oh, Madeo looking for the hit. Now it's Egelseeder at center. He has Madeo up in front of him. Egelseeder. Oh, no! No way. He had his foot on the blue line. That was not offside. The ref sees it a little bit differently than I do from my angle, but everybody on the left side of me thought the same as I did. And nobody on the right is complaining, so Madeo pushing his man off the puck, and Austin shovels that one in. It's going over to the far side, and here comes Boulder. Weber on the back check, taking that away. McGowan firing it in deep. Madeo going after it. We got ourselves 5:40 left to go in this 2-goal game as it comes back out to Egelseeder. He flips it in. Madeo's not on the right side of the blue line. And if I check section 42, paragraph 9, that's an offside. Foster, Haviland, Popovic back together at center ice. Foster tries to get that one through a couple of feet, and then it ends up back into the hands of Boulder. Back over and out. Foster across the red line and deep. Popovic chasing that down. Haviland coming in off the point. Bouncing out to the blue line, and Moore is forced to get back facing the other direction. Boulder coming in 3-on-2. Benevelski and Moore there on D. Benevelski breaking up that play, and then Moore taps it back over to the other side. Eagle Sealer has it up to Haviland. Can't get this one out of the zone. They're tangled up in front of the Arapahoe bench, trying to sneak it across the blue line. They finally do. Devin Foster with the hard work there, and he comes up with a puck, making the pass up to Popovic. Noah comes in, takes a shot, and guess where that puck went? I'll give you 3 guesses. The first 2 don't count, and the third answer rhymes with love of the lowly. Yes, it went into the glove of that goaltender who's been closing the trapper proficiently this evening. Toto winning that one forward. He's banging up against the boards trying to find it. Sent all the way down. It's on a Kane who tried to put a glove over top of that one, but at least he had his pad to back him up. Golchevsky trying to feed this one out of the zone, doesn't quite get it through, and then on his second attempt gets it to Woolley. Woolley coming in hard on the right side, moving towards the front, and Woolley with the backhand, and just missed on that one. Good effort there by Deacon Woolley. He still has it, or Medeo still has it, sorry. The Warriors pushing towards the front. Woolley's in front of the net, looking for this puck to come out from the back. Boulder making the passes. They come out of their own zone, 2-on-2. Coming in on Kolcheski and Kannenberg. Shot comes in, Kannenberg, another big block. Oh, and Toto gets taken down. There's a penalty coming against that one as a Boulder player walks through him for no reason. And with a power play coming in favor of the Warriors, they have a chance to secure this. They're up by 2 right now. It's 3-1 with 3:47 left to go in the third period. McGowan, Haviland, and Weber. Haviland filling in on that far side with Lair still getting medical attention. Haviland trying to get that over across to Weber. Ties up a couple guys. Haviland has the puck. He's working his way into the corner. Kai Haviland still has it. Looking for somebody to pass this one to. Haviland hanging on. Pass in front and just tipped off the goalie's stick. Kannenberg firing that one over to the far side. Just bounces past Haviland. They're looking for an offside call there on the Boulder team. As Haviland and Weaver collide against the players in the corner. Sneaking out to the blue line and under the paddle of Kannenberg, who checks up at center ice, making that pass in, and it's tipped all the way down by McGowan. He's with Weber on the forecheck. Still another 46 seconds left to go. Weebs takes his man out in the corner. Boulder sending around the far side. Benevelski stepping in off the blue line. Manages to peel off and then still trying to fight for this. Benevelski doing a good job. Sasha has his puck in the corner. Looking for somebody to pass to. The Warriors trying to get open. Back in behind the net. Benevelski working his magic out off the boards to Kannenberg. Back into Benevelski. Setting up in the slot. Looking across for the one-timer. Weaver couldn't quite get it off, but he has a puck in front to Kannenberg, and the shot! Another save by the Boulder goalie. Drop pass. Weber in the corner now. Shoveling his man, and Medeo back to 5-on-5 here. Medeo tries to get a shot off. It's blocked by Boulder. Kept in at the blue line. And Benevelski still in on the offensive side of this play. Now he's getting back on D and strips it away from the player at center ice. Good hard shift there by Benevelski. Working hard on the power play. They got 1:52 left to go in this 2-goal lead. Oh, and Medeo comes in and makes the hit, and the player is down in front. Medeo's going to get the box for that one. He's getting tall. That player is down hard. Medeo's already sent to the dressing room for that hit. We're just going to take a pause here and hope this player is all right. Oh, you. Player did roll over on his own. That is a good sign. Talking to his coach. Sitting up and the applause of the crowd. He gets up and makes his way back to the bench. Thank you. No, he's in the box serving the penalty. Dale already got tossed. Yeah. Yeah. Horrible position, horrible hit. It happens. We've been on the other side of those as well, and it's just a tough look. Now with 1:43 left to go, hanging on to this 2-goal lead, the Warriors are seeing themselves on a penalty kill for the rest of the game. They're pulling the goalie. It's 6-on-4. Boulder skating their men out to the offensive zone draw. Toto trying to sneak this one in. Boulder controls in front. Coming across Kane. It's underneath them. He covers up on it. What? No! You can't call that a goal. That was outside. It was off Kane's pad. There's no goal there. The ref from the far side who couldn't see anything tried to point that as, oh, she was pointing to the dot. We're having a face-off in the dot.
She was mad the kid hit the goalie on the pants.
Toto turning, firing this one out of the zone. It's tapped by Boulder. They can't. Oh, no icing on the play. That same rep wanted to call icing on that, but it's stuck up in the snow. Sent down again by Eggleseder, but he was on the opposite side of the red line, so he's going to get called for an icing. Back in their own end now. What's that? Oh. Trying to hold your breath here in the press box because you're near a microphone. I understand it. I've made some mistakes in the past. I'll apologize a second time to all those players and parents that I've messed up with. But Boulder comes in, shoots one in with a 6-on-4. The player does not get to step out of the box, and we're going to continue 6-on-4. Settle this down. Do what you've been doing all game. Put the pressure back the other way is all Warriors have to do. We get ourselves a 3-2 hockey game. And the player does come out of the box. I didn't think he came out for a major, but we're back to 5-on-5. But it's going to be 5-on-6 as soon as they can get their goalie pulled. It worked out for them the first time. Foster on the back check, snapping that one around. Gruber going after it into the far corner. Back out. Weaver trying to backhand it out. Boulder defense keeping it at the blue line. In front for Boulder. They take the shot. It's off. I didn't know if that was off the side of the net or off of DJ, but Kane manages to make a save. He hangs on. Goalie is pulled again with 53.9 seconds left to go. The score is 5-3. Weaver trying to get this one out of his own end. Can't do it. Sent around. Woolley going after it, and a Boulder player tips it in from the point. Kolcheski in front of his net, tipped back out by Weaver. Weave's going after it, takes a man down, getting away with a hit there. Luke Weaver as they tie this puck up against the boards. Back out and clear of the zone, sending this one bouncing down the ice, and in the net it goes! The insurance that they may need here with 24.9 seconds left to go. And that moth in my stomach has stopped fluttering just for a minute. We still have some time on the clock. 2-goal differential here with the Warriors in charge. McGowan, Popovic, and Haviland out there now. McGowan at center ice, kicked away by Boulder, trying to make this one move forward. They get to the blue line. Popovic takes his man out. Boulder still controlling, doesn't get all the way through, and Moore takes it away. Trying to find Haviland up the far side. That one's deflected. Moore back over to Haviland. Now he's against his player in the corner. Moore still fighting. McGowan coming over to assist in the efforts. Through past Big Rig, and he turns and sends it up. Held in by Boulder, but that is all she wrote, folks. Last minute work there by Boulder, and the Warriors managed to get an empty netter to secure the 4-2 win. That means we are leaving our house at 5:45 tomorrow morning to get back here for a 7:45 game. It's a semifinals. I'm not sure who we're taking on. I think that game is after us tonight. We'll find out and see you tomorrow morning. It's been a blast hanging out with you guys. Thanks to Shooter. No. Thanks to Diane on the camera. Shooter sitting down there sipping his old fashions. On behalf of everybody here at the OTT Sports Network, like I say every night, we appreciate you guys. We love you, and thanks for kicking it with us all weekend long at this CCM tournament at the Edge. I'm Harry Haviland, and I'm signing out.